Chapter 2, Mishnah 3. Having described in the previous Mishnah what a person needs to do in order to be trusted for masros, the Mishnah goes on to a related subject and teaches the more stringent qualifications for one who wishes to become a chaver, i.e. a trustworthy person regarding tahoros, sacred items. In order to be considered trustworthy regarding tahoros, a person must demonstrate special care with these laws. Thus, the basic requirement to become a chaver is that a person must commit to eat chulin, non-sacred food, only if it is tahor, even though this is not required by Torah law. The Mishnah lists additional practices that he must accept upon himself. The first set of practices pertains to tumah of foods. Foods do not become tameh unless they were first prepared for tumah by becoming wet with one of the 7 specific liquids, which are listed in Machshirin, chapter 6, Mishnah 4. Once they become wet, even if they dried afterwards, they may become tameh when touched by someone or something that is tameh. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. Someone who accepts upon himself to be a chaver must keep the following. He must not sell any food to an Am Ha'aretz, whether wet or dry. The reason for this is that an Am Ha'aretz who is considered tameh makes food tameh when he touches it, and is forbidden to cause tumah to food of Eretz Yisrael, even if it is chulin. He must also not buy from an Am Ha'aretz food that was once wet, because we assume that the Am Ha'aretz has made it tameh. He must not be a guest in the house of an Am Ha'aretz, since he may end up becoming tameh there. Nor may he have an Am Ha'aretz as a guest when the Am Ha'aretz is wearing his own clothing, since the host may become tameh by touching the clothing of an Am Ha'aretz. In each of these cases, we are concerned that the person might become tameh without realizing it and then touch food, making it tameh. The next conditions are subject to dispute. Rabbi Yehuda says he must also not raise small domestic animals, sheep and goats, in Eretz Yisrael. He must not freely vow or act with lightheadedness, because a person who takes many vows will likely transgress some of them, and excessive lightheadedness leads to immorality. He must not allow himself to become tameh through contact with the dead. He must serve, i.e. study under, the Torah scholars in the study hall. But the sages said to him, these things are not included since they are unrelated to tumah. Thus, he can qualify to be a chaver even without accepting these additional commitments.